Hey everyone, it's Anna. I thought I would come on and share some things with you. I got some inks that I ordered. They finally arrived today. I ordered these, oh my gosh, at least 4 weeks ago, a little over 4 weeks ago. But they came all the way from England. So they took their sweet time getting here, but they finally arrived today. So I thought I would swatch them in my ink book and share them with you. So I got the Diamine handle, and this was from a composer's series that they did. I also got Wagner, and then I also picked up Sepia, and these are all from Diamine inks. And then I also got Gingerbread, and I saw this well, it must have been about 4 weeks ago or more, and ordered it for myself, and then promptly sent a link to Marilyn so that she could pick this up for herself as well, because you know how much, if you know Marilyn, she loves gingerbreads. So let's go ahead and give those a quick swatch in my fun little ink book. And if you're curious about this, I'll tell you a little bit about it at the end of the video. But if you're curious about this little leather cover. So, all right. So, let's see. Here's the last two that I did. Most of these, in fact, are just little sample bottles. And the sample bottle is this size. You can usually order them in like 2, 3, or 4 milliliters. And it's really just a sampling of ink. So that's what most of these are. But I knew that I wanted to get these in this small size, 1, because it's really hard to find them as samples since these were put out some time ago, and 2, I really wanted this sepia color, and 3, this one's just not available as a sample. So, but let's go ahead and take a look at these. So I'm going to use my Moonman dip pen to write, and then I'm going to be using this blank wax seal press to smush the ink around, and I'm going to use just a dauber like this one to get the ink, a little bit of ink out of the bottles. All right, so I'm going to start with I think I'll start with handle, since this is kind of a purple color, and it'll kind of go nicely with the other 2 that I have on this page. So let's see. Ooh, it looks like kind of like an eggplant color. And I'm just squirting up or pulling up enough so that I can get like 1.5 drops out of there. I don't need a whole bunch. I'm gonna use my little blank here to squish that ink around. Ooh, that's kind of fun. It's got like a green tint to it. Well, you know, it reminds me a little bit of that projector film one I picked up from Birmingham Inks. It's a pinkish brown with a green tint to it. So let's watch that dry. And I like adding these little doodles outside of the swatch. All right, so I'm going to pick up a little bit of ink on my pen here. And let's write this down. So I'll zoom you in. So this is Diamine. And the color is handle. Fun. So we will take a look at that once it dries. Cool. I'm going to just give my pen a quick rinse here. I have a little container of water here next to me. All right, so let's see how that one dries. It's a little more pink than I was expecting. But it is drying down to a nice, like, brownish purple. Fun, fun. All right, so I'm going to let this dry and I'll get back with you. All right, so it's not quite dry, but I'm going to go ahead and put my blotting paper over on this side so I can turn the page. And let's see, let's go ahead and do the next one with Wagner. Now Wagner is going to be like a, kind of like a split pea soup green, or like a good earthy green. All right, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that ink as well. Ooh, I love that color. I love earthy olive greens. All right, so this is Diamine. Fun, fun. Ooh, I'm excited about this color. It reminds me of the Walk the Dog from Colorverse. I really like that color as well. But this one's beautiful. Ooh, I'm excited to have that. Let's move on to Sepia. This is going to be fun. I also really like browns. I don't know why I feel like the need to stomp it down, but give it a good splat. All right. This thing is so fun to use. It's so handy and it cleans up really nice. And now I'm going to get some on my dip pen here. So this is Diamine Sepia. This is a beautiful color. Fun, I like that a lot. All right, and then the last one that I have to do is the gingerbread one. Oh, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be gorgeous. So this was, Diamine does an ink vent calendar. So basically you get in December, they sell advent calendars, and it's 25 days, or yeah, it must be 25 days of ink, different ink colors, and they sell them in little small, like 3 or 4 ml bottles. And then they select some of them from the calendar to put out as full bottles. And that's what this is. Yeah, this was from the first ever Inkvent calendar, which was 25 inks. And then they select some of them to join the full bottle size. So fun, cool little bottle. So let's give this one a look. Now, this one I'm expecting to be similar to Sepia, but to have maybe a richer color. Let's see. Ooh, that looks like molasses. I'm gonna get some ink on my dip pen again. And this is Diamine Inks Gingerbread. How fun. Oh, I love it. I should draw like little birds in my sample blobs. Ooh, cool. All right, let me get this thing capped so I don't have a ink disaster. Fun. Yeah, this is has a little bit more red to it than the Sepia does. So it's just slightly darker in color. And then there's the Wagner. Gorgeous color. And then we can peek over here at the handle. Fun. I really like that color as well. And then here's a couple of Robert Oster samples that I picked up the other day. This one has, it's blue, but it has reddish purple sheen around the outside edges of where it's darkest. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. But fun. Well, let me set these aside to dry. I'm just gonna pop that in there. And I said I would talk to you a little bit about the cover here. This is a A6 book, and it's hard, I think, to find covers that are simple like this for A6 books. You can find them for A5, you can find them for the standard traveler's notebook size, but it's really hard to find them A6. So what I did was I went down to Michael's and I picked up a piece of this leather in the leather section. And it's 8.5 by 11. And it's a really nice thickness. And I cut it down to fit my book. So I have to remove this, of course, because it's stapled on there. But once you get that removed, it basically just makes a really nice cover, and you can determine what size you need it. So I actually ended up cutting off a couple of pieces here. So this is what was left after I cut down an end and cut down a side. So you can see what's missing is now my book. So it was really easy to do. So then once I had the leather cut, what I did is I wanted to round the corners a little bit. So I just used my Tim Holtz scissors, and I just really very carefully rounded off the corner. And if I didn't get it quite perfectly rounded, that's okay. I used an emery board like this just to kind of sand that corner round, and made it really nice. You can see that one in there as well. And then I punched some holes in the leather where I wanted to string my elastic through. So about 3/8 of an inch, a little more than 1/4 inch from each end here, I punched 2 holes. And that becomes the string for the middle that goes through the book. And then this is the extra piece of it. And then this here, I just punched a hole in the center and then threaded some elastic cord through and tied it. And now my little elastic cord can be my wrap. I put a little owl charm on there. So really cute. And I love it. Super fun. And yes, it's just an ink swatch book, but you know, for 10 bucks, now it's a really cool ink swatch book. And I did the same thing for this journal here. This is one my 5-year journals. So the idea behind a 5-year journal is you make an entry for 5 years on each day. So basically this, let's see, you can buy 5-year journals that are already dated, but I had this notebook, so I decided just to use this. So basically this is March 1st, and on the March 1st of next year, since I started in the middle of the year, I'll make an entry here, and then March 1st of 2024, I'll make an entry here. March 1st of 2025, I'll make an entry here, and then March 1st of 2026 and 27, I'll make an entry here. So there will be 5 entries here. And so I use this book for 5 years and make an entry every day. And you can see it's just a short entry about something you've done today, or something you're proud of, something you're excited about, something you're grateful for, anything you want. And then you just make an entry for 5 years in a row. So I thought I would do this year, and I wanted a nice cover for my book. And since this was just a notebook that I had, and it wasn't specifically sized or printed for a 5-year journal, I just decided to do the same thing. So I just made a cover for it. And this one I only had to cut off the top edge, I think, because I think it was the exact width that I needed to create the book. So I only had to make one cut across the top to make it a little bit shorter. So, and this is a B6 notebook, I think. And then I added a little charm here to the back like that. So cute, cute. Happy to have that. And then it also goes with my calendar and schedule, and the notebook that I keep my garden journal in, and Oliver's journal, and then my planner as well. So, but that's it. Super fun, and it matches, and was really easy to do. This is actually a piece of leather from Michael's as well, and it's literally just folded in half. I did round the corners a little bit more than they were, but yeah, super easy to do. This one I actually added more elastic strings on the inside, so I punched my holes this way, but I still just used the cord around the outside edge here to give it a wrap. And then I added a fun cabochon. This is something you can pick up in the leather department, I think at Hobby Lobby maybe, but it's a fake buffalo nickel, but it just screws on, and so I punched a hole through the leather and then screwed that on. So fun. I love it. This has been really nice to keep me nice and organized, and it's just a fun way to, I don't know, do something different. So I've also been keeping track of my ink swatches in my calendar, and these are just the sample inks that I've been getting. So those little tiny vials, and so I've just drawn them out in here so I can see what it will look like in the book where I do my scheduling and things like that. So fun. I love all these earthy colors. But anyways, just thought I would share that with you. So if you're looking for an inexpensive way to make a notebook cover, I really recommend this brown leather. They also had black, and they also had an undyed version as well. So easy to do. And the elastic cording that I picked up, because that was kind of hard to find, and actually I wish it was a little heavier, but the elastic cording I found was this here. It was in the Sewing Notions area at Hobby Lobby. The cording that I was finding at Michael's and Joann's is a lot thinner than this, and it just wasn't strong enough. So I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and it's black, and it comes in 5-yard length, and this was like $2 or $3, so not much at all. And I've got 3 fun notebooks that I can use to keep all my fun notes and ink swatches in. So anyways, thanks for watching my video. Hope you found this interesting and maybe you're inspired. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.